We're back. Does this work? What is F? Who's F? Can you hear me better now? Thank you. Is the sound better? Sounds the same. That's 200% volume. I don't know what to do here. Here we go. Hold on. I got a thing. I got things. I know stuff. Sounds fine to me. It's this noise reduction. Bring this down. Is that better? Is that any better? Bring that down more. Noise reduction, ladies and gentlemen. Negative 60 dB. Stragger. Okay, this is action. And I've been using OBS, but then I started streaming games a little bit. And it was not, OBS was just struggling. With this, I can stream a game, and it's 60 FPS. And this is a laptop, so that's pretty good. So whatever they're doing here is better than whatever OBS is doing. I like OBS, but I don't know. It's not working as well. Okay. Let's fix this damn canvas. I was thinking I could just do a zoom, right? Like, why can't I just do a zoom on here? But it doesn't seem like this responds to zoom at all. Intel QuickSync. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. That's a good tip, because I noticed that this is using Intel QuickSync, so I think that's a good suggestion. What other I haven't written CSS in a while. What other settings are there on these things? This is not C code. I feel like I'm lying to everyone. What else is out there besides Zoom? This is great. I love having all the comedians here. Let's see. There we go. See? Exactly. I can't remember what else resizes things. Maybe this is not a very fun feature to work on stream with all these people here. I am trying to fix. Can you see that this is cut off? Yeah, no, the script won't do it. The width won't do it. So this should be covering. You can't see when I point to the screen, but this should be covered. This should be going across the entire screen. What I'm trying to do is get this canvas to actually reflect its entire size. Well, that's also an annoying bug, but what are the specs on my laptop? It's an i5. It's got a 1660 NVIDIA. It's not that good. I don't know. 32 gigs of RAM. It's got an M2 drive. Those are nice. It's like a cheap laptop. It's just what I use for streaming and messing around. Yeah. So look at this. I really should add keys for all these things because this would look cool. Feeling like unmotivated right now. See, this is so embarrassing. I have this GIF on my README, and look at that. You can see the obvious bug right here. Traeger's still here. He's probably taking a dump right now. Guy loves to take dumps, watch my streams. I don't know why. Such a strange thing to do. So Emscripten has this documentation on handling scale. Oh, maybe scale. Scale. Oh my god. I'm a little tired, kids. I apologize. Okay. That is what I was thinking of. Transform scale. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's get over back to nope, the Basque shell. Let's do the inner width thing. Here we go. We're gonna kill that. And instead we're gonna do man, I swear. Dragger and me are just like we're like this with the Activia. Let's try that. That should work, right? Let's run a thing. The brains push layers. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Too much. That's too much scaling. Oh my god. I don't even get out of this disgustingness. Yeah, that's what I always say. Yeah. No, this is oh my god, cheese is here? What the heck? I actually have just if I grew this out it would be just the most impressive bro you've ever seen. But I just do this for the ladies. This hair thing. Do this for the ladies. Scale. Way too much scale there, buddy. Let's recompile. Yeah, exactly. Just like Michael Landau, just just right there. Okay. Oh, that looks great. Well, okay. So this solves the issue of the thing not being on the screen, but it doesn't. It looks terrible for other reasons. But I think this is actually the path to go down. I need to disable zoom. Can I disable zoom? Disable zoom. This is kind of a crappy. I feel like I should have worked on something more interesting. But you're still here, so I'm gonna roll with it. Okay, that's good. And then where's this? Okay, let's actually put this inside of here. This is basically mobile. And this is probably desktop. Oh my god, I would love to buy followers. Can you do that? Would that put me above 0.6 average viewers? Because I want to do that. I feel like we got to put some margins here. Margin, not Martin. What's this like? 1 rem? 2 rem? Okay. Web game or a mobile game? This is just a game. Okay. Well, give me a second here. I'll explain. That's a great question. I have no intention of making a web game. I don't intend to make a mobile game. I'm just making a standard desktop game that will run on Linux, Mac, and Windows. But just for the hell of it, I decided to port it to WebAssembly because it's pretty easy to do with Emscripten. So I've just been doing it. I think when I make this is like the open source part of the engine, but when I make this game actually and release it, I don't think I'll even do a WebAssembly port. I just don't. It's not that like WebAssembly is good, but I don't think people are expecting a serious gaming experience on a web browser or on mobile. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question, DJ? I have no idea. Is WebAssembly machine code? I mean, you can look at this. You can look at this WebAssembly. Some ugly shit. Yeah, like people don't play games in the browser. Like this is more like proof of concept, right? Like why not do it? So like this. So the open source part of the engine has been ported to like a lot of weird systems like Haiku and BSD, things that I probably, well, maybe I'll ship the game on, but it's more just for fun. It's like, let's see how portable this code is. I mean, it's just C99, so it should be portable. This is the WebAssembly. Some ugly stuff. Dembski, are you the Go compiler? Is that did I get that right? Are you the Go compiler guy? That's insane. I have no idea why you're watching my stream. What did you use to make a game? Where did you start? Did you code it to support all platforms from the beginning or one at a time, like just Windows, then first port from port to Mac? So I'm using SDL libraries. That's it. Everything else is from scratch. I don't. Itching game drills. That's it. Thank you. I appreciate it, sir. Yeah, everything else is from scratch. I wanted to learn C. I've always wanted to write a game. This is an interesting project to do it with for me. I don't write C for my day job. I write high-level languages. So this is a fun way to learn C, and I'm enjoying it. And I've been transitioning between all three platforms from the beginning. So Linux, Mac, and Windows have been running pretty much since day one on this engine. And the engine itself is up on GitHub. The 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 first 1,000 lines of the engine, I should say. There's more to the game already than there is to the engine, but I open sourced that just because I felt like maybe it's useful. It was really hard for me to find certain examples of things in STL, people doing these things that I've done. Not that any of them are revolutionary, but just any working example, it's hard to find this kind of code, I think. I don't know. Maybe no one else has this issue. Maybe people know how to search for these problems better than I do, but if it helps someone, that's always a good thing. Way too much. It's, I mean, for my engine, it works okay. I mean, look at this. This is running. This is running really pretty smoothly. Audio works. Um, the map editor works good, well enough. You know, this is working pretty well, really. One of the issues is that Emscripten creates a virtual file system inline. That's right. Yes. Yes. I'm always telling Stragger he needs to use more macros. He has looked at my code and laughed hysterically. Now look at how slow this runs in the browser. This is something to note. This runs considerably better, although this is running through a really strange system. But let's go over here and run this. You'll see that this runs significantly better. Yes. I love my macros. So yeah, obviously this runs better. There's sound too. There's sound in the browser too, honestly. But GC, nice pop music. This is pop music? I don't think this is pop music, is it? I don't know. So yeah, everything works in the browser. It doesn't run as well, and I don't feel like you get that immersive experience you want with the game in the browser. But why not port it for fun? Oh yeah, so Emscripten does this virtual file system thing. So in the game, yeah, I can link it up. In the game, is it hanging still? It says it's running. I don't know. In the game, you're modifying these plain text files. These plain text files are what represent the map. In Emscripten, they just create this virtual file system, and so you're not really modifying anything. Nothing is being written to memory right now when you're making these changes. Sure. Let's. Where is it? Here we go. Where is that thing? There's that. So if we go back here and we look at, let's open the game here. So if we look at, for instance, the map layout file, and we're running, you're welcome. If we look at this, we make some modifications here. You see there's this 26 right here. We'll change that. 28. The file got rewritten automatically. So everything is just based on files. It's just like a very simple plain text format. Map attributes are also a very simple plain text format. This is X and Y clip of the images. These are borders which define collision detection north, east, south, and west. And this is a shortcut. This little star is a shortcut for times the tile width and or height. So this would be, in the case of the engine currently, it'd be 16. This would be 32, and so on and so forth. And that is configurable in the engine via these macros. These macros are the best thing ever to happen to any programming language, and I don't care what Strager says. Okay, where were we? But that's all explained and documented on the README, so if you have questions you can ask, though, of course. Where were we? Yes. Yes. My next blog is the day I learned to stop listening to Strager and start caring about myself. That'll be coming out soon on Medium. Come on, baby. It's just way too big. What is going on there? Did I do something weird? Let's look here. Ooh, wow, kicking those fans in. Don't care. Don't care. This is all I want to see. It's taking way too long. All right, let's just run git diff. Oh my gosh. Come on. Don't care about your white space changes. I really have this many changes? All right, what if we just make scale 1? I feel like I'm a little off today. It's been a really crazy day. I didn't sleep much last night, but on a whim I decided to stream. Thank you, sir. Thanks for tuning in. Is this actually working better? Let's see what this does. That actually looks pretty good to me, but let's see what happens if we remove the scale line there. Come on. Oh my god, Emscripten's compiler is so much slower than a normal C compiler. I mean, I get it. There's a whole translation layer there, but nobody likes waiting. What? Oh my god. I'm too embarrassed to even click this. I feel like I don't feel like I deserve for you to be in this stream. Does that mean you're working at Google then? I guess Go is Google. You like it there? I had a buddy who worked there for a while. I'm gonna save this for later. I'll look at this later. This is cool though. I like it. Thank you for sending it over. Alright, that looks bad. So yeah, literally hitting that scale at 1. Actually, that should be fine to do anytime. Let's test that theory though. Wow, that's cool. MSVC. So wacky. I feel like programmers have to write so much code just to work around all the bugs and all the software they use. This is crazy. We've got a guy at work who is super into Go. I'm going to tell him that one of the people on the Go compiler watched my stream and he's going to flip his shit tomorrow at work. I wish I didn't drink a little before this. I'd be a little more with it. Okay, so this looks fine. Like, I don't think this changed any scaling here, as far as I can tell. Looks good. And then when I shrink down to this guy, thing is I don't know how this is going to look on an Android phone. I don't have one. Yeah, see, for me, I just like smaller companies because, like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not at a very small company right now, but I'm not at a Google either. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I hate software. Business software is terrible. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, human scale. That's how I feel like right now. But I don't know. Who knows what the future is going to bring? This looks better to me than. So then, if we compare that to what the current thing is, which is this, we put this on the iPhone. Yeah, I mean that's just way better. Okay, I say ship it. I say ship it. All right. Let's get our changes here. Please load. Just want to see this one. That's pretty. So Ustream, Go compiler work, right? Dembski. So is Google has what's like Google's policy on that? That's I feel like some companies would not want that to be out there. Although you're working on open source stuff, so they probably just don't care. Is that the kind of the moral of the story? That's cool. You just love what you do. So you do it all the time. Eternal Google Go stuff. Gotcha. Just enjoy what you do. I want to check one more thing. I want to make sure that margin I set up is decent before we ship this out to the world. Ship this to our millions of users. Good. I think that's fine. Maybe, well, let's see. This is like, I think we made it one. That's probably enough then. One is fine then. 2 rem. Let's just do this. Dembski, I'm curious, with like the rise of Rust, have you seen Go usage climb, or has it just been stagnant, or what's that like? What else do I want here? I feel like we should clean up some of this garbage too. Like, why do we have this? Maybe this should all be on the bottom, and then this crap can go down here. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're really trying to do the same thing, Go and Rust, to me personally, but I'm just curious what your thoughts are. Go was actually tolerable. Ah, that's hilarious. Oh my god, you're killing me. That is too funny. You're a funny person. That's good. That's some good shit. He's fixing that next stream. Why would you even ask that? I've been trying to go through the Rustlings tutorial, and I like Rust. I think it's, yeah, it forces you to do things the Rust way though. I don't know. C's very interesting to me still. I hate Rust. Well, that's okay too. I mean, to me, it is cool that people want to do languages that are fast. Like it's neat that someone's trying to make fast, low-level languages. Cook? Wait, how do you pronounce that? I'm not going to say the other way I was about to pronounce it. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I thought it was that. Okay, we got rid of that stupid little output. What is the vote here? What is the consensus here on moving this text to the bottom? So you just get plopped right into a nice little screen there. And maybe we need to make these buttons smaller. I think we need to make these buttons smaller. I'm excited about a Jai or whatever it is. That looks really interesting too. Why is the text begin with? Well, I want people to know what they're doing. Although, I guess the title of the page tells them that. But when you're on mobile, you don't really see the title. Like if someone's on mobile, they see this screen. They don't see the title. I'm going to move it to the bottom though. What you said is a good enough point to let me know that it should be on the bottom. Controller. Let's bring that down. Let's bring that down. And let's move this shit down. There's no God. What if there is God? Can't be a God. Rust exists. Oh my God. Rust is like the least of the problems with software, I think. Try debugging PHP if you think Rust is bad. Okay, that's looking decent. What about on the smaller phone? The people in the cheap seats, so to speak. Little too tall. Let's get rid of that stupid HR. I think Git is very difficult. Erlang. Almost good. Almost there. Let's just finesse that a little bit. Just start doing it. Senko Moon. Did I say that right? That's a fun name. Senko Moon? Kenko Moon. Senko Moon. Okay. I mean, yeah, I would just look at STL. It's Senko Moon. Senko Moon. I would look at STL. I mean, it's going to take a lot of the hard work out of it. It's very low level. It's used in like AAA games, really high end games. Um, just go from there. You know, the documentation has some holes, of course, but look at projects that use SDL, and I would just go from there. I mean, you can look at my engine is pretty simple, so it's probably a good thing to look at. But there's other things too. No, I mean, I think SDL is pretty great. I mean, Valve uses it. Tons of indie games have shipped using it. Um, and the people who maintain it are awesome. Ryan Gordon is just an awesome dude. Uh, he will literally respond to an email that you send him. I've literally had build issues, and he has responded within a day with fixes. Uh, so SDL is a great thing. Yeah, Ryan C. Gordon, that's the guy. Iculus, awesome guy. He sent me some SDL stickers in the mail. I've got them on this laptop. I had a build issue once with an update to SDL, and he sent me an email like within a day that had a fix. So it's great stuff. SDL is awesome, and it's a very thin layer, very thin abstraction layer to just make your stuff cross-platform. He does do the Dragon Ruby engine. I think is that the one you're talking about, the Dragon Ruby? Yeah, but his main thing is just maintaining SDL, adding new shit, porting it to new systems. Like I know they did a bunch of Nintendo Switch work recently. He is a cool dude. Seems like a pretty outstanding guy, as far as I can tell. I think that looks pretty good. Let's say 140.35 and ship it. 140.35. One final check. That's the guy. That is the guy. Him and Sam Latinga, I think. Sam Latinga started SDL, and those two guys pretty much do it all. They are smart people. Yeah, somebody else does Dragon. I know Ryan helps maintain it, but That is somebody else's project, technically. Oh wait. I was going to reduce the 1 rem to half a rem. Oh yeah, that's probably correct. Valve loves the... I mean, that's how Valve ports all their stuff to Linux. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. I mean, everybody uses SDL. Jonathan Blow uses SDL. I mean, yeah, it's good stuff. There's not really... I think there's Allegro. If you want something to compare it to, there's like Allegro, but when I was researching it, SDL definitely had it had way more games shipped with it. I'll say that. Okay, good. This user scaling isn't working, so now we can click, and if the user gets willy-nilly with their fingers, we'll be fine. This is actually pretty decent now. Okay, well, just don't right-click. Yeah, I mean, SCL's been great. I mean, there's things, I've had to learn as I went that weren't necessarily documented correctly, but it's all in there. Oh, what is that? Looks like you got off the bound there. Did you see that? Did I make that up? Oh, it's on that edge. He's on that edge. I mean, there's SDL bindings for whatever language you want to learn. So, pick a language you want to learn and use SDL. Start there and see what you can get. This game started as me drawing a freaking triangle on the screen. And when you hit the arrow key, it would move lines of the triangle, and that's what it was. That was like less than a year ago, but and now it has a map editor and all kinds of other stuff. That's all I knew. That's all I knew. Yeah, this is I mean, I read one book on C. Just been doing, yeah, I mean, I've been doing professional programming in high level languages for a long time, but I read a book in C, and then I just started writing this, and now I'm here on this stream. C++ is more common, you'll find, than C. For me, I just wanted to learn C. I wanted simpler. I don't need all the fancy stuff in C++, so, but I'm probably a lunatic for doing that. I mean, it's fun, I think that's everyone has a way of learning. For me, the way of learning has always been do projects. I've done a lot of projects, small projects. This is the first big project I've worked on for a long time. Like most of my projects have been like weekend thing kind of things, like build this Chrome extension or something. But I wanted to build something that I would invest many years into, that I really felt proud of. So what's this? Anyway, okay, this is looking good. I'm gonna say we ship this shit. And the robots will recompile all this so it's all minified and nice. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you stopping by, really. It's an honor. It is an honor. Yeah, I mean, embedded is just, that's a whole new world. Let's see, fix scaling and zooming on mobile. let's see what the robots do. I'm gonna fix that later. I'll re-record this so it looks nicer. I think that's all I wanted to do. I don't know if there's anything else I need to do. Is Dragger still here? He probably fell asleep on the toilet, knowing him. I think it's time to raid somebody else. We'll let the robots finish out this one. Who can we raid? Who can we raid? Cheese, always a pleasure, sir. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. This is good. Proteus is really good. If you guys haven't picked it up, I've been playing it quite a bit. It just controls so well. They did excellent work. Let's raid these guys. These are good. It's a great game.
Just gonna test that again. I just want to make sure that it's
all right. Thank you.
Really done.
Thank you for stopping by, everybody. I appreciate it. Take care.
Like if I decide to hit this and then go out